Hey, what's up guys, Max here. Let's talk about the balancing update news that we just got today. This morning from Kabam. So MCO team put out a post saying balance update on Dust and Ironheart. And, very quickly to get to who's getting changed and not changed before you hear me blab about this entire thing is none. Both Dust and Ironheart, if you have these champions ranked up to rank 2 or considering rank 2 or we're waiting for this, I don't think no one really now waits for a balance update post, but you're still good to be to be around and stuff. But yeah, if you rank 2 or 3 of these champions, they're safe, and you've enjoyed kind of how they perform, they're safe and they're going to stay as is. So let's very quickly talk about Ironheart, because I do have her and she's 7-star rank 2 awakened in my deck. I brought her offensively a couple of times in Battlegrounds, and she performed well for what she kind of does, and she can take on a lot of fights. She does them well. She's not really a dual threat kind of an option. I think if anything, defensive wise, people are not used to her animations because they're not used to seeing her on defense. And the specials, you kind of forget. It's like, what does that special 1 look like? The special 2 look like? Do I push her to special 1 or special 2? But that's about it, guys. She even with this armor up meta right now that we're dealing with in season 20 of Battlegrounds, we don't see her. I don't see her in my deck. We can definitely do some testing of her just to see how she performs, but offensively she's good. When it comes to top 30 champions and in Battlegrounds, not all, I've said this before, and I don't know if I'll change my mind, and I'm sure I will in the future, is, it's really hard for these champions to make it to your deck. If you want to win, it's really hard. If you want to have fun with these champions, of course, add them to your deck and they're just going to be there. But Ironheart at the moment for Battlegrounds, unless there's a meta specifically around her that she kind of shines because of her immunities or because of her damage over time that she applies, we'll see her in the deck, but not at the moment. Now, when it comes to Dust, I don't have her as a 7-star. I just recently got her maybe a month ago or less as a 6-star from the feature batch. We were gonna take her up to rank 5 and ascend, but we haven't yet, so I can't really give much feedback when it comes to Dust. What I could say is I faced her a couple of times. There's been a lot of, she's a popular rank up for defense reasons. When it comes to offensive, she actually has she's a really good offensive champion if you know that her mediums don't make contact. She becomes really good for certain matchups and certain champions. If someone tries to trap you, most people think of Dust as a defender, but she can be used offensively. And Kabam here makes a reference of Dust when it comes to Path 4 as a defender for Alliance War, and as a very annoying defender for Battlegrounds. She cancels willpower. She doesn't let you heal. The dust and the storm gets all over the place, and if she gets out of control, you're gonna lose some damage. Her dash in medium is very annoying, very hard-ish to counter and intercept. So you do have to kind of get that in when it comes to Dust. But otherwise, yeah, I think I've seen her more on defense. Her awaken ability is very interesting because it's actually extremely helpful for defense, at least my perspective of it. Her second bullet point reads, whenever either champion reaches a multiple of 10 hits, she has between 60% to 100% chance to inflict a sand debuff for 6 seconds. So as you're basically hitting that threshold of 10, which you will, because she's extremely tanky as well. She has glance on her kit, so it's gonna be a long of a stretch fight, especially at a rank 3 or rank 2 when it comes to Dust. But if you're able to get Dust and you've been able to get her as a 7-star high sig, she's a big threat on defense. And again, that's why I was mentioning the 6-star Ascension was going to be very important for me, but we still haven't done it, and I'm actually looking at other champions for my ascensions. But she came out early this year in February of 2024, and so she came out along with February, and then Ironheart was the same month. Yeah, so we've had these champions in Battlegrounds, in Alliance War, in people's hands for a while now. And just to very quickly follow up, again, no changes, so it's not much to talk about. I can only tell you my kind of experience between these two champions, but Kabam Pinwheel, it kind of gives us saying, hey, things are going to go back to normal. Hopefully we do see more communication from the Kabam team, and they're going to follow up with the balance updates. But also keep in mind that in August, the rebalancing of Bullseye, so he gets a little nerf when it comes to his performance as a defender, again making him extremely more easy, still having that annoying evade mechanic as he reaches the power every bar of power, but being able to control now when it comes to the bleeds, so we're gonna see a lot more options to be able to take this guy down, which is going to be very convenient for us that don't have Bullseyes ranked up, and we can stop banning this guy. All right, guys, take care. I'll catch you guys on the next video. There's not much, like I said, to talk about between these two. Ironheart, Superior Iron Man buff is also coming out next month, so we're going to be seeing that on the rebalancing of Bullseye, Ironheart, Superior Iron Man buff update 2 as well. So looking forward to that one to see if he's an option of a 6-star Ascension. Keep in mind, because he's only going to be 6-star, no 7-star, but I'm sure there's going to be a crystal for a 7-star option to be able to grab him and take him up. So yeah, exciting things coming for the month of August as we're finishing the month of July here today, final day. Take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one.